Dan Ellsberg, who the bill is named after, began as a government insider who believed in the Cold War, but he came to believe the Vietnam War was not just a mistake, it was a crime. And inspired by sort of war resistors, he chose to copy the Pentagon Papers, which was a secret history of the Vietnam War that showed the government was lying to the people, and give them to the New York Times. The Nixon administration used the Espionage Act to try to do two things. First, they tried to prevent the New York Times from publishing stories based on the Pentagon Papers in advance. And second, they indicted Dan Ellsberg and Anthony Russo for being the sources. The Supreme Court stopped Nixon from gagging the New York Times, but was silent on whether or not you could prosecute them after publication. And then Dan's case fell apart, not because of the serious constitutional questions, but because of the Nixon administration, the FBI's rampant criminality. The Espionage Act sat as a loaded gun rarely used until, unfortunately, the Obama years, when it became the go-to weapon against whistleblowers exposing the war on terror. So people like Thomas Drake or Edward Snowden, who exposed misconduct, including illegal surveillance of Americans at the NSA, were charged under it. John Kiriakou, who exposed the torture program, was charged under it. Defending Rights and Dissent board member Jeffrey Sterling, who was accused and maintains his innocence of giving information to James Risen, a reporter, about a botched CIA covert action against Iran, was convicted under it. And then we also see, of course, Chelsea Manning convicted under it for exposing information about war crimes to WikiLeaks. And this really sets off a fanatical obsession by multiple wings of the U.S. government against WikiLeaks, with an intent not just to get Manning the source, but to go against Assange, the journalist and publisher who brought those revelations to the people.